make fun of you kind of thing. Make fun of you kind of thing.
That's very deep.
So that doesn't happen. I didn't.
Cool. Pause. There's a lot of information. I want to take it in. Give me a sec to take it in. Tell me what that. So I can. I would have just heard the word sexual and freaked out. Okay, so thank you for letting me listen, because I was triggered. I heard you say that sexual expression is a universal need. Look, I want it my way. That we all have the need of sexual expression, and if we are suppressed, then we will act out. And I can relate to that. And I'm hearing that was what was happening for you. Is that true?
And basically,
I just want to hear yes or no.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. And part of that is.
Could you please wipe your nose? Give him a tissue. I just want to hear yes or no.
Yes.
Okay.
And part of that is.
Could you please wipe your nose? Give him a tissue.
Wait, here, hold on.
Okay, here.
So basically, what I'm getting at is, with my fiance, my wife, I've been with her for a while, and something happened where I had that shit where men get and women get where they don't have sex no more, but
celibate.
Okay, I heard enough about that. I want to hear the next piece is what are you... So instead of attacking me...
everybody on the
hold on a sec, that's not okay. I need to hear, Daisy, instead of attacking you, I'm going to tell you how I feel and what will help. Daisy, instead of attacking you, I'm going to call an empathy buddy. Daisy, instead of attacking you, or it's also not okay for you to attack yourself because I saw you hit yourself. How dare you? How dare you? Hitting yourself is the same as hitting me. When I see you hit yourself in the face, my mirror receptors go off. And you, my brother, you hurt me. How dare you? Don't you dare hit yourself in the face ever. I want to know what you will do instead. Because a queen like me and a king like you cannot ever be hit. And if it's okay for you to hit, then someone else could hit us. We don't want to get hit. We don't like hitting. We like affection. And what you're saying is you want affection, but you're hitting. So let's change that. So instead, could you give me a high five? Instead, could you bow your head and cry, and I'll cry with you? Because actually, I really want affection too. And if you really want to know, I am craving the deepest intimacy known to mankind, the love of a mother and a child. And the intimacy of a breastfeeding mother, there's nothing known. It changes your whole body chemistry. You transcend into states of ecstasy. No one else knows the connection of a mother and a child. I am missing this. Okay, I could relate to sexual expression. Okay, I could relate to not having my fucking kids. I know what it's like to lash out. I have violence. It gets me in metal bracelets. I don't like it. I want people to say to me, like my friend Liz Lightspeed said to me yesterday, Daisy, what are you going to do instead? Because I'm not hanging out with you today.
Junior!
Because you had an outburst. You were angry and violent towards someone. And you want to know why I was violent? Because I watched the grass cutter cut down every single little flower. So now the bees have no flowers to go to, because when they cut the grass, it cuts the flowers. And I had to see every single little tiny daisy that I love on Santa Monica Beach gone in the grass. So I screamed at the guy cutting down the grass saying, do you know what you're doing? And my friend left saying, please think about what you will do next time. So I'm asking you, friend, what will you do next time? You don't do it. And my friend left saying, please think about what you will do next time. So I'm asking you, friend, what will you do next time? You don't hit yourself. You don't put your hands on me. What do you do next? And you want to know what I said? You're right. You're right. My anger is just a lie. I didn't even get that guy's attention. He's not going to listen to me when I'm acting on my emotions. Instead, I'm going to calmly go to him and try to influence him with wisdom and logic. And I'm going to tell him, hey, do you realize that you're cutting down all the flowers? And now the bees don't have flowers to go to here. I love you, brother. I care about you. I wouldn't want someone to cut you down. I love you, brother. I care about you. I wouldn't want someone to cut you down. So why cutting down the brother flowers down? Those are our brothers and sisters too. You know, like that. I'm able to do that, but I don't want to hear sorry because he's a fucking king. So if I'm going to worship this mother, instead of putting your hands on me, putting your hands on you, what are you going to do instead?
Say it, Dragon.
Right now.
Do instead.
Say it, Dragon.
Right now, what I'm going to do.
Oh shit. Oh shit. That's...
How dare you! I love it so much.
No. So we'll stop.
You don't hit.
Let me do-
I'm really don't. When you have your big, I'll
hug me.
I'll do a fist bump, but not if you have a cut
No,
or a
I
dirt.
don't fist bump women.
Then you
I
have to
was
wash
raised
your
by my
hands.
grandma being a woman.
I don't hug.
Will you hug me or no?
Ask at the
My
ocean.
loudness of my bark.
Not here. At the ocean.
When I bark, it comes when I'm angry more. See these buildings right here?
Yes,
Both-
I do, Dragon.
Okay, if I bark being angry,
They'll crumble. I know. I've
then
seen
the
you turn
walls-
into
the
that
walls will
mystical
fucking
being.
shake. The
He
walls
turns
will
into
shake.
a dragon minotaur.
the walls will fucking shake. We have to go to
Say
Santa
hi.
Monica in not 5 minutes.
5 minutes? I see. Alright. You wanna come with us?
We're going to Santa Monica, not Venice.
He's gonna say yes
Yeah,
and do not take him.
my fucking
'Cause you
money,
don't know
dude.
I know, I'm going.
Then why the fuck you going opposite direction?
Okay,
This is a one
so
way, I have to make a
Alex,
left
Alex, they're wondering who you are. I'm gonna tell them.
No.
So Alex is like a saint. I am not gonna put him on camera. He's like a saint, and he helps everyone at the beach. Sort of like Daisy, the Venice healer.
You
He
know,
does the good. So when you hear him,
I just wish
don't
I could-
interrupt me, Dragon. I'm gonna tickle twitch you now. Tickle. Ah! Don't get him. I'm gonna tickle. Ah! Oh, holy shit! He almost got me. Okay, so
Too afraid
DJ
of the kids
Alex
on the hand.
basically comes and helps the community, and he
People
will
don't
meet
know
needs.
how
Like
really
he's
gentle
driving
and kind
Alex.
I am.
Alex
They get
is
to know
driving
me.
Dragon to go get his money because it's the 3rd of the month, so everyone gets their money. And depending where your last name is, you either get it the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd or the 4th.
I get
Some
it
people,
every Tuesday
some
of the
people get
week.
it like late in the month, and so Alex is driving him around to get his money and to go get his. Actually, no, just to get money, right?
No, yeah,
Okay.
and he's gonna take me to get some where I need to go to get to spend the money to go where I need to go to get it.
You're gonna see that.
No, I don't want to.
No. He spends like he's a millionaire. Like he goes somewhere, he goes, I
Okay.
take this,
all
I take
right.
this, I take that.
That's
I take this.
TMI.
And by tomorrow, he has no money.
Too much
for coffee.
information. My hair's getting less fluffy.
Alright, fine.
My ears get too cluttered and
How's the voluminousness?
My eyes get
Oh,
blinded because I don't get this.
My eyes are still really sparkly.
No,
Whoa.
I
The
don't,
sparkles-
I don't get to have the touch and feel of
All right,
No.
okay, Dragon,
Yeah.
stop. I'm gonna help you right now. You just gave yourself a really disgusting program. We're going to spruce it up. It's gonna
Well,
be
excuse me,
delicious.
everybody
Hold
else
on, it's
fucking-
okay. I did it too. Don't until I learned a better
could
way.
never fucking be-
Instead,
that birthday
you,
treat of a woman.
Dragon, listen. Instead of that program, we're gonna upgrade you. Dragon, you
People
from
doing
now
it, I know
on.
What the fuck's the problem?
Dragon, do you accept a blessing? Dragon, from now on, you will draw the attention of beautiful spirits everywhere. They will come in female and male forms.
No, I'd rather have
You will
some female
receive-
form.
That's what I said, female. But also,
Intimately
Okay.
of
all right. I'll
Meaning
change
to
the
what?
blessing. Okay, I get it. I'll change the blessing. Dragon, mystical being, God, king.
yes.
You have been a protector, brave and true. Women have counted on and looked to you. Now is the time, Dragon.
To get seduced by these women.
Now, oh my God, I'm not including that. Stop.
Well, that's what I.
Dragon, if you interfere with the blessing again, I'm gonna sacrifice your friend, Alex. You're not gonna get the tickle torture. He's gonna get the tickle torture, and he's driving. All right.
So,
All right, so let me continue the blessing. Don't worry, I'll make it very spicy, okay? I hear you want spicy. We're gonna leave it there. So, Dragon,
I mean,
the chisel of your jaw, the broadness of your shoulders, and the nobility and valor of your brow does indeed attract women who are ready. Not only are they ready, they are acting out upon you their readiness. It comes in the form of affection, attraction, desire. All of a sudden, you become part of their meaning and purpose, interdependently entering these gorgeous, vivacious goddesses, many in different rings of closeness. Perhaps it's one, perhaps it's many who you have deep, intimate connections with. All I can tell is that this is a blessing that is happening here and now. The affection is not only coming, and on its way, but the affection is here. The women from times past, in the future, and now are beginning their intentions and actions of affection and love engulfing and sexuality expressions galore. And it's happening all over you. The seduction, the temptation, the spontaneity, and the balanced and scheduled, weekly things that you can count on. It's all included in the goddess vibrational sphere of ever engulfing affectionate sexual love. And it is fully entrancing and engulfing and infusing every single cell in your body, and it's injected into your bloodstream, and it flows and flushes stagnant energies, dead cells, and anything keeping you from your sexuality and manhood and the amazing expression of it as your shoulders get larger, your chiseled 12-pack becoming an 18-pack. Because if you don't at least have a 16-pack, you're not going to be the king on the beach. And Dragon, you are he. You are king on the beach, and you will have your queens. The blessing is complete. Do you receive it? Yeah. Okay, good. The blessing is complete.
Zoom on his face.
Let me see how amazing and broad your shoulders are. How valorous, valiant, and brave your brows are.
Cool glasses, dude.
And I can see the twinkle and sparkle in your eye
Cool glasses.
between your sunglasses.
How'd you score those glasses, dude?
Your hair just got more fluffy under your
This guy just driving the car.
Cool glasses. Are you gonna make this car a hot box
performance
again?
art, you guys. Do you like it? It's also affirmation falala. And affirmation falala is a word I made up that's affirmation and falala afterwards. It's where we reprogram our brain. We have these like juicificationness.
Juicification?
Oh yes, they're everywhere. So juicificationness is my new word for the neural plasticity of neural pathways. And neural pathways love to spiderfy, and the spiderfying makes these beautiful sparkle spider webs. They used to be in the 1980s. It was all about like spider webs and stuff. Now we know that it's not just spider webs, that the whole thing lights up. The thing being your brain. Before we used to be like, only 5% of our brain is used. Only 5% of our brain lights up. Yeah, that's when you're a slave. Because when you're a slave, then the part of your brain turns on that is fight or flight. That means you move into beta brainwave. And beta brainwave is the phenomena where you believe that you are weak and powerless and separated and live in a world of scarcity, and it's not true. You also believe that since you're separated, that God is not you. Also not true. And then there are all these lies, like you could own, you could have secrets. When we know that we're all intuitive and telepathic, and when we are deeply connected to ourselves, we are connected to God and nature and love, that the most loving part of us emerges. When I am violent and angry and afraid, it's usually when I'm alone and my needs are not getting met. It's because I'm hurting and these needs have not been met for a long time. And then I act out, and I know exactly what I'm needing. I know exactly what I'm feeling. I know exactly what's happening. I act out. And this phenomena is fight, flight, freeze, fawn. And then the fifth F is, SEX, FECK, whatever, That's another way that we act out and objectify each other. And that's when the whole thing is for sale. And when you hear about little girls going on the casting couch, and then the director takes off all of his clothes, and this little girl started dying laughing. Director takes off all of his clothes, and this little girl started dying laughing, cracking up laughing. Thank God the mother did the same thing to the other producer, because they separated them. Both producers tried to rape the women, and both the little girl and the mom laughed at them. These goddesses are my queens. And there's video of this. And I could play it for you guys. It's not that important,
I
but
want to see that.
how many women didn't have the balls to laugh at these guys? And who knows, or they really wanted that part, right?
Right.
You want to know what the women said? They were already working with Fox, and they didn't like Fox, and they were so famous. They're like, we're going to go work with MGM. And they were so famous, they just, like, laughed at them. They're like, we're going to go back to Fox. It wasn't that bad there after all. At least they're not coming on to us trying to rape us. And what they thought is, hey, you're trying out for this big role. This is a really big part. Well, both of you better put out. And then they decided that each casting producer gets a different girl. This is a video. Like,
Disgusting.
and it's like, and the woman talking about it, she's like laughing. And this was like back in the 60s, some famous actress. So she was 12 when it happened, which means it was like in the 40s. So back then, it's like, you don't talk about secrets like that. So the video got hidden. But this is like a normal thing with market economy. Why do you think Daisy the Venice Healer emerged and was created? Because my own kids were for sale. There's so many resources going to separating parents. He's going to take me to the courthouse finally. Do you know how many times foster parents and adoptive parents can meet for support a week? Many, many times. Do you want to know how many meetings they have for parents like me that lost their kids? Hold on, Dragon, listen.
I gotta make sure he's gonna do what he's gonna do and fucking go get my money and
Yeah,
not
we're
fucking
gonna do
fake
that.
out.
We're gonna do everything for you first.
Yeah, that means like get off the freeway. That's too fucking long. Still be in
Dragon,
Santa Monica.
Dragon, do you
We're
have
not
a
going to
sweet
Timbuktu.
voice? Why are you yelling?
Because I want you fucking. I want him to focus.
Don't you cussing at me with my
I
live
didn't
stream
say
on.
fuck. I said focus.
Okay, well,
My
don't.
teeth are long.
Okay,
Excuse me.
well, don't. No, you don't say that I didn't say it. I'm on live stream. You can't say that because I
I
get in
said
trouble.
I didn't say.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
I'll get myself in trouble.
Are you gonna turn on the tickle? I'm on live stream. You can't say that because I get
I
in
said
trouble.
I didn't say.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
I'll get myself in trouble.
Are you gonna turn on the tickle torture? This is what you're gonna do, and I already told you about the
Okay,
sacrificial
you
lamb. Do you want Alex to get it? He's about to make a turn. I will do it. I don't control this device. It controls itself. Holy shit! Ah! Dragon, you put the tickle torture device on me with your mind control. Dragon, stop! Ah!
Now it's
Dragon!
kissing torture.
He's too powerful. I never should have crossed him. Dragon,
it's a kissing
stop!
torture next.
Stop it! I'll stop.
You're gonna kiss torture.
Okay.
You're gonna get a kiss
Okay.
torture.
No, not again. I'll stop. But please don't make it happen.
Oh,
Holy cow! You're too amazing. I didn't know you were so wonderful. I just thought you were really handsome. I just thought you were really good looking. I didn't know you were that powerful. I won't cross you. Dang, you're like Magneto. Oh, I wish I could take off your helmet and.
This is too much.
Oh, he's amazing. Oh my God, he just turned into the panther.
Fuck a panther, I'm a 9-winged cat. I'm a mix of a 7-winged cheetah and a...
Dragon's famous, by the way. If you guys want to know, Dragon's famous. He's all over Santa Monica close-up. German in Venice. He's a local personality in Venice Beach. Alex is a saint. He picks up... Tell him what he does for you. He stores, so he can't keep track of his stuff.
Well, it's not that I can't keep track of my stuff.
Okay, you can keep track of it. You're a king. You can do everything.
People steal my shit.
Yes, that's right. It's others, they steal. It's true. Everything he says is true.
You don't have sticky fingers
So-
and you don't know how to leave this people's shit alone.
Do not cuss. Again,
Oh, and I'm just very
I
blunt.
forgot not to threaten you. Sorry.
No, look at me.
Be whatever you want. I worship you.
Look at me, Didi. Look at me.
You are mighty and amazing.
Hey, look at me. You don't have to apologize about that. Alright?
I will only worship and honor you, glorious King Dragon.
Even if I'm
Everything
wrong,
you say is awesome.
even if I'm wrong,
Bodacious.
I will. Even if I'm wrong about anything, I will still stand up for you. And being.
I know, because
You know.
your loyalty is true. I love you, brother. So I was
too.
trying to tell him that we love Dragon and we take care of Dragon. Alex steps up. He stores Dragon's stuff, and if Dragon needs something, he knows all he has to do is text him that he will drive it to the beach. Dragons can be kind of like feisty one. And, like he'll start to blow fire or snarl, and you'll see fire coming up from Venice Beach, and you're like, oh shit, Dragon's mad. And then Alex is like, yeah, he just texted me he wants his phone. I'm like, dang, he got blow fire like that? So sometimes he gets a little mad, but we love Dragon so much. Do you mind that he gets mad?
I actually hit Alex being
he gets mad. Oh, they want you to pick up Rebecca. Yeah, sometimes he does help Rebecca too. Because Alex helps Rebecca. How many of you love Rebecca? We got Team Rebecca here. Let's go get Becky.
Where's Becky?
Call Becky. I know you have her number.
No, she doesn't have a phone.
She lost it again?
Yeah.
Mark gave her a free
Becky
phone.
Cute as you.
By the way, he gives her free phones. They're $20. Yeah.
Yeah, but she keeps losing.
And they're 4G.
Thank you, yes.
Super Squad!
Hey, now you gotta be.
Yeah!
Hey,
This is the homeless shelter.
Yeah, she
I
I gotta do a speech!
No.
I used to live here! You can't say no. This is my own
Doesn't matter.
study
This is
room.
where I get my money.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get money too.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna tell them to give me
you're-
money. Why could you get money? I want money.
Just because I get money doesn't mean you have to get money.
I do have to.
No, I'll give you money out of
Then
my
let's
money.
battle.
I'll give you money out of my money.
No, I'll battle you for it.
Kiss battle.
Ew. Gross. Hey, superhero. Hey. This is a tickle torture device. Do everything I say. Look. Ah! I brought something. Guess what it is? No, it's not a bullhorn. It's a Daisy loudspeaker.
They're gonna think you're rich.
No, I'm not. No, they're not.
Because these are $700.
So
Go
what?
ahead. I don't care. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
He's. Hello, everyone. I came back. It's Daisy the Venice Healer. You guys kicked me out of the shelter because I stayed out 2 nights. And you said it was 3 nights because I get up at like 3 or 4 in the morning. I like to skateboard. And I just a morning person. I got a winter schedule. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I start my day very healthy. I like some green juice. So I got to get up and get at them. And they tried to say that I stayed out 3 nights, not 2. So I'm going to take this superhero as my hostage. Atico, you're coming with me. Call the feds. Call the National Guard. Atico, I tell you to with me. You're not going back to work. Atico, go to the Wall of Doom. Hey, could you please get me those chains? Please go get those chains. Bring the baby animals to cuddle him so he doesn't get bored.
The baby animal.
Yes, we brought a lot of baby animals for you to keep you company while you're in prison. Don't worry, it's gonna be fun. Get that superhero too. This is a kidnapping. You're coming with me. He's been enslaved. He's been kidnapped.
You kidnapping?
Yeah. So we continue the deep tissue massage to make sure that the kidnapping is enjoyable. Otherwise, they might get away. He's got incredible muscles. I've already sized him up. He could fight back, but not if he is incapacitated. So we put him in another dimension of bliss. That's right. Go to sleep, my king. You're so cute. There, he's asleep. We did it. You're coming with me. Get in the car. We're taking him with us. Hey, could you please go inside and tell him I kidnapped you? Okay. I'll call the LAPD, tell him to send the Disney prince. It's Officer Lippman. He's super hot. Okay. The chaos is not over. I have only just begun. I have brought a whole arsenal. That's right. I'm going to begin with a love tornado. Yep. That's right. I've already kidnapped all 67 employees. They're here with me. I tied them to the flowers. They're tied up with vines, snuggling baby animals. They're going nowhere. They don't even want to go anywhere. There's so many cute animals for them. They love it. They love being my prisoner. I remember living in this homeless shelter. You guys gave me a bed, and I loved sleeping with all of the co-regulating nervous systems. It felt so good to my body, even though sometimes the women, actually they were pretty quiet, you know. Sometimes the women would get a little mouthy, try to fight, and then I'd have to snuggle. Be like, all right, emergency snuggle. I was very sad when I got kicked out. That's why I kidnapped all the employees. So please tell the National Guard I'm gonna hypnotize them too. I'm not afraid of them. I already hypnotized the LAPD. They just got here. The LAPD was hypnotized. Now who's gonna save you? No one. My love is too powerful. Daisy the Venice Healer.
6 years ago, the LA Times said OPCC, which is now OPC, they had to restructure because they maxed out their limited liability insurance. And they haven't gotten the lawsuit they're going to get. I'm not litigious yet. I've been banking here going on 7 years. The LA Times said, quote, OPCC is the most corrupt homeless service organization in the entire history of LA.
They get
unquote.
So much funding. And you want to know what they gave me when I moved into Step Up? They gave me $50. I was like, what am I supposed to get with $50? I was like, could you get me a mat to sleep on? They're like, because that's all I want. I want a mat to sleep on. They're like, yeah. So I got a mat to sleep on. That's all they give us. They get so much funding. And I gotta say it's not entitlement. It's that there's some people who don't consent to the quid pro quo.
Right.
Some people don't want to do market economy because guess what? That doesn't work. All of the disclosure that's coming up, we know that money and power equals corruption.
Right.
Because if we use our power over, that hurts us.
Okay.
We must learn to use our power with, and that's going to take a global liberation, which means us misfits are going to have to come together. I created 5 steps of global liberation. You want to hear them?
Yes.
Okay. Step 1. The jig is up. Domination systems hurt us. Domination systems is market economy married to the government, because you need to have the government and the enforcers in order to protect the people who own the property.
Absolutely. Could I
So
interject
step
really
2,
quick?
let me go through it quick. It's just
Okay.
5 steps.
Okay.
So step 2 is, what do? We acknowledge the problem. We say the jig is up. Step 2 is we literally sit in the space of I don't know. And while we sit in the space of I don't know, is step 2 is we turn it over to love, God, and nature.
Amen.
Step 3,
Amen.
Yeah. And let me go into love, God, nature a little more. Inside of us is the voice of God. We all could hear it. Outside of us is also the voice of God, and it comes in the form of nature. And if we don't use the most amount of love and care and kindness and the least amount of force and control and fear, which means love, God, and nature, if we don't use the most amount of love, we will have a controlling, angry, punishing God again and again and again, and we will never exit domination.
Won't be
So
in sync with
that
God
is
or
why.
nature.
Well, yeah. So I want to hear everything you have to say after I get these 5 steps out. Otherwise, we're going to be here
number 4.
forever. So step 3, once we don't know, is step 3. We do know. So step 3 is the answers have come. We do know, and what do we know? We know our meaning and purpose.
Yeah, but
we
the
know that
public-
we're not a worker. We are a
Public
superhero.
doesn't-
That's
the
step
public
3 is
doesn't
find your
know
meaning and purpose.
that the most corrupt tax-paid industry
My superhero,
in
there's 2 more
America
steps.
is homeless services. They make the mob look like Boy Scouts. I've never met a person. Have you ever met a
So what
caseworker
you're
that's got
saying
a
is
thank
you're
you
ready.
letter?
What you're saying is you're ready. Let's talk about the solution. Are you ready to hear the solution?
I know the
Let me hear you. Let me tell you the other 2 steps, and then I'll hear your
Public
solution. So the next, because I think my solution's pretty good. The next 2 steps is step 4. Once we know what kind of superhero we is, well, now we're going to attract our tribe. We're going to attract others like us. We're not supposed to do our meaning and purpose alone. We're supposed to do it with a squad. So Avengers assemble, Ninja Turtles come out of the shadows, Captain Planet rise, whatever your super squad is, go! And step 5. Step 5 is we carry the message. We don't stop, won't stop, don't ever stop until every single speck of domination is gone.
You're right.
A global liberation, because any speck of domination that we leave left will come back to conquer and take us over again.
You know what? You're very adamant, but when you're dealing with public relations, we catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. You don't want to be
I'm a charismatic
absorbing.
performance artist that gets everything.
Okay.
And I'm good looking.
You be you. You got my complete support. They have a facility called the Palm, right?
Friend, what do you have to say about my 5 steps?
You know the
I
biggest
think you're
racism
right.
in U.S., you know what it is?
The biggest.
racism in
Poor
US.
people.
Yeah,
Rich and poor.
you're absolutely right.
There's no other.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Listen, they have a facility.
Martin
called
Luther
the
King
Palm.
was
I had
taken
the
out
Lord
right
help-
before he started the Poor Man March. And the Poor Man March, if you really look into Martin Luther King and you really study him like I did, and if you really study Gandhi like I did, then you would know that it's a poor thing. And Martin Luther King was ready to get the poor together, because when you get the poor together, why do you think I go to the homeless? Because I'm a fucking genius. I was already with the rich. They're somehow asleep a little bit more than the poor, because the poor have already said no to the quid pro quo.
There's a difference between a diatribe and a dialogue. A diatribe is somebody's point of view. It doesn't leave room for exchange.
Hey, brother. What are you doing here, Rev? Hey, Reverend. Meet my friend DJ Alex.
How you guys doing?
Say hi to the chat.
You love Jesus?
Peace be with you with all my heart.
God bless you, Jesus.
Daisy, Daisy, Daisy.
Uh-huh.
So listen,
Give you some energy.
What would Jesus do, you guys?
Give you some energy,
Hey,
Daisy.
let's go free the animals from the LA Zoo. That's what Jesus said. He said to free the animals. He turned over the tables of the
Somebody
money
was asking
changers
me about you. How
in
are
the
you?
temple. I want to talk to you about Jesus. Jesus was a rebel. Jesus turned over the tables. Okay, let's walk over here. Let's walk over here, because he doesn't realize that we're
Daisy,
talking
I'm
about
going to go to my exercise class.
You got to
I
exercise.
love
class?
you. Yeah, I love you
you.
so much. I'm so glad to see you. God bless
Good
you.
to see you,
Love
superhero. Love
Who
you.
you are. I'm Michael Spencer. Venice Beach Bible Ministry.
He's a reverend. Yeah, he's got a ministry. Bye, Rev. Good to see you in Venice.
He was.
And he sets up at the beach.
Yeah, he was touching it too much.
Yeah. Okay, so Jesus was a rebel. Jesus turned over the tables of the money changers. Jesus didn't like money. Jesus would take the food. He would travel, he would go through a garden, he would eat. And he would eat from the farms. And, just like it is today, if you take food from a farm, that was a punishable crime, but the punishments were way worse. Jesus said we take what we need, not more, not less. Jesus did not believe in money. Jesus believed in universal needs. He said that it's harder for the rich people to get into heaven than anyone else. And Jesus was a rebel and a misfit, and people got so angry at him. And he wanted love. He wanted everyone to matter. He wanted nature and bugs. The Buddha cried when he was a little child, because during the harvest festival, when everyone celebrates, he cried because they would till the soil. And in tilling the soil, they're killing the little baby bugs. So the Buddha would cry. And Jesus loved the animals and bugs. I want to tell you guys what I was saying earlier about the brain. So if we are in the 5 F's, fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and then the other F, then our brain stem, which is where our disgust and our shame. So think about it. Disgust, your body temperature changes. It's the same circuit as shame. Your body temperature changes. Right? That's in your brain stem. And then right here, you have these they're so cute. You have little baby brains. Those are the amygdalas. That's why they're babies. Because ever since you were a little baby, you got hurt. And we live in a world that doesn't heal trauma. So boop, you're someone and boop, boop. You're so lovable. Your lovability is undeniable. Everything that happened to you made you who you are. And our trauma comes up to be healed. I'm over capacity. I'm over my capacity. I cannot listen anymore. So Alex is gonna give him some cigarettes, and I like hanging out with Alex. He's a do-gooder, and he's also a YouTube creator. He films me and posts. His YouTube channel is called Tiger King, and he makes videos of me. And sometimes Venice Gallery is another YouTuber that films me, who will give me rides and help me out. They're like the dads in the community, and they know, like, don't ever hit on me, don't ever, like, they know. Like, you heard him, he was like, oh, like, this guy's my friend, because I used to live here. Hey, brother, good to see ya. Hey, get tied up in the flowers with the baby animals like the rest of them. Good to see you. So, he works there. Yeah. So everyone who worked there obviously loved me. And I think it was just more like, I think they get money to kick people out and get people in. Because they had a lot of beds. I don't know why they kicked me out. It was so weird.
Well, he was saying that this is very corrupt, and it's like they get so much money and they.
Oh, it's very corrupt. Yeah.
And you guys both have a lot to say.
Okay, so I want to finish what I was saying about the brain.
Go ahead.
So remember how I was talking about the 5 Fs, and then I was talking about how just a little bit of our brain is lit up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we want to light the rest of our brain up, that means we have full coherency. So what you say to yourself is, I have full brain and heart and gut coherency throughout all of my body and all of my organs. Because you don't want to just have a connected brain. You want everything to be connected. And your heart is also a brain. Your heart has the same neural receptor. I guess they'll be called like heart receptors.
EQ versus IQ. Go ahead.
I mean, EQ is also in the brain. Heart is something totally different. So heart intelligence is telepathic. Heart intelligence taps into the spirit. Heart intelligence is not EQ. That's your brain.
IQ.
Okay, listen. That's all in your brain.
All right.
I'm talking about the heart is a different brain. Just like your gut is a different brain.
Right.
Okay, and when you think of like gut, like, no, that's in your head. So gut is literally like, your gut would be like, how does your body feel? What are your genitals doing? Like, what are your kidneys doing? What is your anus doing? What is your colon doing? What is your intestines doing? Can you get in touch with your organs? Can you actually feel your thymus and your kidneys?
No.
Can you feel your gallbladder and your liver? If you think about it long enough, you will be able to. That is the intelligence of your gut. If you think about it long enough, you will be able to listen to your gut, and you will not eat refined sugar or gluten.
Oh, okay.
It's poison.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right.
And if you listen to your head and you eat according to your head, you will eat completely different than if you eat according to your gut. So there's heart intelligence. Now, heart intelligence is like, your heart is basically God. That's the only way I know how to say it. Your heart is God.
It's connection.
If you want to get in touch with Source, get in your heart. That is God. I don't know any other way to say it. Your heart is unconditional love. Your heart is God, because your heart, if you're in your heart and someone is attacking you, if you are truly in your heart, they will look into your eyes and see themselves and love you because you love them, because you are truly in your heart. They will see you like a child, like a baby, and the spider does not bite the baby. It's a line in the Tao Te Ching. The spider does not bite the sage. And when we are truly, truly in our heart, we change people in response to this. That is why Christ consciousness, the Christ, Jesus, he came to us to say, you are God, you are love, and to be love and to be God. He never said that we needed him to get into the kingdom. He never said that. That's a lie. He said that we're all God, to love all. He said not to sacrifice animals, because there was animal sacrifice at the time. I study this. I love to study this and to know this. I want to know what the Buddha was thinking. I want to know what the Gandhi and the Martin Luther King, I want to know what they're thinking. I want to know what they were thinking when they were kids. Because I remember being a kid and my mom making fun of me, calling me Little Miss Save the Earth. and having it humiliate me and break my heart. And then I see how Jesus was, how he's so angry. He's turning over the tables of the people with the money. How it makes him angry. It makes me angry to see someone wasting their life standing in a doorway to make sure no one takes anything that they need that they shouldn't because they didn't pay or whatever merit-based thing. And it makes me angry, breaks my heart when I see someone behind a counter just to keep tabs and collect. This is completely superfluous wastes of our energies and attentions, and it is not in the service of loving each other. And if I am God and you are God, and if I am you and you are me, we will behave so differently. And Jesus said this. He said this. He said, I'm you, you're me, we're God. We're love, be love. It's so simple. You could be a toddler. Toddlers are Christ consciousness. That's why I'm bouncing around and in my body and uninhibited and somatically experiencing what I'm saying, because children are enlightened. We are so gifted and amazing gods that we made it so if we lose our way and lose the path, we will create a new being who is light and love. And then if we mess up again, there will be a new being who is light and love. And every baby will come and be light and love. And we can be angry and violent and angry and violent. Gradually, we're getting less angry and violent now. Don't you agree? Weren't your grandparents more angry and violent than your parents? Aren't you less angry and violent than your parents? Gradually, we're breaking the chains and we're becoming Christ consciousness. We're becoming what he said since the 1960s or so. What do you think?
I agree 100%. Good job.
What do you guys think? I could tell if you're thinking about how lovable you are. Do you see how twinkly my eyes are? That's pure love. Do you see how my eyes fill with sparkles? That's love. And the more our hearts open and the more we are loving and lovable, and you wanna know what I do with Big Ben? So Big Ben constantly lets me down, but I don't see it as that. I have a winner's schedule. I get up at 3 or 4 in the morning. So this morning I got up at 2:30. Our alarm went off at 3. And I'm meditating, I'm bouncing around, I'm in bed, like meditating. As soon as I see him stir, I'm covering him in kisses. And I gently wake him. Then I'm like, okay, he's not going to get up, so I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go. Like, you cannot stop my winner's schedule, my winner's lifestyle. I never build a resentment. Did he say he was gonna run with me while I skateboard this morning at 3? Yeah. Did he say he's gonna do hot yoga with me? Are we gonna work out for 3 hours? And we're gonna work out for 3 hours and make love and bathe together, do everything that we always do. Well, I'm gonna keep showing up and doing everything, and I'm gonna follow my part in the morning. He knows that I'm always gonna seduce him, and I do it because I want to. And Big Ben does everything I want. Am I gonna stop doing what he wants and stop doing that because he doesn't do what I want, which is wake up at 3 a.m. and go for a run? Nope. I say someone else will fill this space. I live in a world of abundance. Big Ben meets so many needs. We groom each other. We snuggle. He takes me wherever I need to go. He anticipates what I need. He makes sure that I am fed and I have all of my nutrients. And if there is not the stuff that we need, he will ask me. He will anticipate my needs and do it for me. I will not even have to tell him. He will just do it. And I barely ever have to update any needs because he's already done it. And I will see all of his gifts. I look at him all the time thinking, you're so lovable. I love you so much. You're so lovable. That is what I'm thinking as he's getting ready. I'm kissing him and smelling him, and he's so tall that he could turn all the way around, and I'll just like go under his armpit because his armpit's like way up here, so he could turn around because I'm only like 5'2", 5'3", and he's over 6'5". And the whole time I'm kissing him, giving him affection, smelling him. This morning, I wasn't disappointed, but anticipating how I might feel, he says, because we only got to do 30 minutes of hot yoga. He did get up and work out with me. We did 30 minutes. And he looks at me and says, do you want to stay and do hot yoga? I said, no. I'm going to go home. I'm going to make your lunch. I'm going to do we're going to do everything that we always do. And then I have all this free time. I have a spontaneous schedule. I will fill my day with what I need to. And I don't mind working around your schedule, darling, because you work amazingly long hours in order to be a guardian for all of us. He is a Space Force Ranger on the Alien Task Force.
Privacy.
Oh yes, it is highly classified information.
No, he wants to also be private. Remember that.
But they need to know about the aliens.
Yeah, fine. Go ahead.
All right. So I want us to, if we want to be in our heart and have all of our brain, if we want to have all of our brain turn on, then all we have to do is be in our heart. And then our whole brain will turn on, because fear is when all of these lower parts turn on, and separation and not knowing we're God. So when we realize we're God and we realize we're the same spirit and we become love, then we won't have fear and separation and lack of our meaning and purpose. We will be fully aligned and all of our brain will turn on. And ways that we could do this that will help is we could roll our eyes back. And this will milk our pituitary gland in the center of our brain. It will juicify us and aduba us. Elixirs like dimethyltryptamine and oxytocin and serotonin, endorphins, whatever you want. So you could have vasopressin, so your cells in your skin on your face swell with hydration because you want your skin to be more flawless. Just roll your eyes back, be like vasopressin. And oxytocin makes you more beautiful. You could be like oxytocin. Done. And rolling your eyes back is not the only thing. Raising your cheekbones, curling your tongue at the top of your mouth. Notice how when you do this, your belly goes in. And then put your hand on your chest. Your hands are healers, so where your hands are matters. Your hands and your eyes. And where is your breath? That is, you turn on your whole body, you turn on your whole brain. Your brain is your body. Just like your whole body is in your hand, and your whole body is in your foot, and your whole body is in your cell. Do you have any questions?
No, you covered everything. Thank you very much, Daisy.
Did I get more lovable?
Big time.
I know. Should we end?
Wrap it up.
Okay, I love and release you. Think about how lovable you are. You have gifts and talents and qualities that are not for sale. You have incredible positive change that you are here to bring, so you must not sell out in a market economy anymore. You're not a worker, you're a superhero. Gather your soul tribe and we'll liberate the whole world. There's places like North Korea and Russia that won't see this video, so we can tickle torture them and love tornado them so that there's no borders. And universal needs and love lead the way. And if you guys are like, no, we need borders, then you gotta tickle torture, because you're too lovable to be alone.
Yeah.
And you're too lovable to think that you need borders, because let's knock those walls down and set our hearts free. My doobadoodles. Don't let anyone steal your shine. You were wired to sparklefy. The cells in your body create an intricate string of DNA, and it's like a double helix with 2 strands, but you are multiplying that into 12 strands. And your new 12-strand DNA, pretend that your fingers are 12 strands of DNA and sparkle them like this. This is called sparkling. And then sparklify your forehead, because that's where your prefrontal cortex is. So if we're really going to rewire our brain, let's scramble the prefrontal cortex, the space where a future that does not yet exist will be manifested like this. You're doing it perfect. Feel your nostrils flare and your lungs expand with prana-infused oxygenated air. Use the air in your lungs to flush everything out, emitting every single bit of stale air from the last gasp of your exhale. Experience emptiness. And enjoy it. And I leave you with the idea that maybe you are the one you've been waiting for. That it's not a Jesus or an authority or some other God or thing out of you, that it's inside of you. That you are God the Creator, entangled with everything around you. Therefore, we are all God. We are all Wa. I love and release you. Think about how love